Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something incredibly practical for our day-to-day organizing. We're breaking down a source text called Digitalizing the Commune. And it's all about how a horizontally organized anarchist commune can actually upgrade its administrative tools without compromising its core values of equality and mutual aid. Seriously, if you've ever banged your head against the wall trying to maintain consensus as your affinity group grows without accidentally recreating some sneaky hierarchy, you are absolutely in the right place.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. It is totally natural to be skeptical of digital tools. We're so used to tech being this corporate thing that isolates us. But the source material hits the nail on the head with this quote: "Digitalization is not neutral. It reflects the values of the society that develops and applies it." The whole premise here is that while technology developed under capitalism is often built for control, the tech itself can actually be reclaimed. It doesn't have to alienate us. It can actually empower our communities.
Okay, let's look at our roadmap for today. We're going to cover upgrading commune administration, the digital commune app, the core benefits of digitalization, smart and green technology, and we'll wrap up with reclaiming tech for liberation.
Starting right off with Section 1, Upgrading Commune Administration.
You know how it goes. Relying on paper and pencil methods, or those chaotic handwritten notes from the last assembly, might work perfectly fine for an affinity group of 5 people. But as a commune grows, it creates a massive amount of unnecessary friction. Imagine missing a crucial consensus just because the physical notebook got lost, or trying to track shared funds on a soggy piece of paper pinned to a corkboard. It literally leads to burnout. Plus, it accidentally creates these soft hierarchies where only the 2 people who actually deciphered the notes know what's going on. To thrive, a growing community simply needs modern administration.
Which brings us to Section 2, the digital commune app.
The source proposes a really brilliant solution here, a unified digital platform built specifically for direct democracy. Think about the old way. Say you missed the physical assembly because you were stuck on dish duty, or maybe out fixing the communal tractor. Well, you had no voice in that decision. The app way introduces an asynchronous town hall. You get remote polling, and the debates and discussions are attached right there before the vote. You can literally read the proposals and cast your vote from your phone, even with your hands still in the sink.
And then there's the mutual fund transparency, which is absolutely crucial. Think of this feature like a giant digital glass jar. Whether it's the 50% allocated for shared groceries, the 30% for tool maintenance, or 20% for infrastructure repairs, every single member can pull up the app and see the live receipts. You know exactly where the community's resources are going in real time, which guarantees absolute financial horizontality. No secrets, no gatekeeping.
This transparency also trickles right down into daily life with what the text calls the daybook flow. It's so practical. Step 1, you do your shift pulling weeds in the community garden. Step 2, you just log your hours in the app. Step 3, those hours are automatically converted into communal credit. There's zero guessing, zero favoritism, and nobody's labor goes unnoticed. It's just a clean, direct record of how everyone is pitching in. And it's not just for voting or logging hours either. The app consolidates all those messy, fragmented systems into one spot. You get a municipal co-op's dashboard to check real-time stats on cooperative production. There's a project tracker, so everyone knows the budget for the new barn build or, who currently has the communal power drill. It also includes an announcements board for urgent matters and an educational library for shared archives and study materials. The whole shebang, right in your pocket.
Moving right along to Section 3, Core Benefits of Digitalization.
So what's the actual payoff of setting this all up? The source highlights 4 major benefits for horizontal living. First is transparency. Putting the data on everyone's phone literally ends the elite accumulation of information. No one gets to be the unelected boss just because they're the only one who understands the commune's master spreadsheet. Second is participation, meaning you can debate and vote from anywhere. Third is efficiency, which slashes through bureaucratic delays and lost paperwork. And fourth is accountability. Public digital records inherently prevent mismanagement. It completely levels the playing field.
All right, Section 4, smart and green technology.
Now, usually when we hear smart tech, we think of creepy corporate gadgets that spy on you to sell you stuff, right? But the text applies a real learning lens here. In a commune, smart and green technologies are strictly about sustainability. They are deliberately chosen to minimize energy consumption and e-waste. It's about using technology to empower the collective rather than serving consumerism or domination.
The source gives us some incredibly grounded examples of what this looks like in practice. Imagine smart grids that automatically route solar and renewable energy efficiently across all the cabins, or automated irrigation systems in the community gardens that completely eliminate water waste by giving plants exactly what they need. They even mention renewably powered robotic cleaners for public spaces. Think about it. If we let automated machines handle the tedious, repetitive labor, it frees us all up to engage in actual, meaningful community building.
The document lays out this contrast really clearly and neutrally. It points out that in a capitalist society, tech is primarily used for surveillance, profit extraction, and control. But in a commune society, that exact same technological capability, literally the exact same microchip, can be reclaimed as a transparent commons. It becomes participatory and ecological. The underlying argument is that the social structure directing the technology is what truly matters.
And finally, Section 5. Reclaiming Tech for Liberation.
The big takeaway the document drives toward is that this digital framework isn't just some fancy add-on. It is an absolute necessity if you actually want to scale horizontal decision-making. By digitizing wisely, communes prove that progress does not have to mean domination. We can strip technology of its alienating properties and turn it into an instrument of liberation, empowering our members, ensuring total transparency, and building rock-solid solidarity.
So, I want to leave you with a question to chew on. How might your own community apply a digital framework like this to solve administrative bottlenecks and reclaim technology for mutual aid? Whether you're in a formal commune, a housing co-op, or just managing a neighborhood garden, how could you use these transparent digital glass jars to empower everyone around you? Thank you so much for joining me today on The Explainer. I hope this breakdown was helpful, and I'll catch you next time as we dive into another awesome topic.